This horn is just ridiculous. So excited to have this horn in the shop, and I'm going to do a little bit more detailed show and tell than what I did the live stream a couple days ago. So if you haven't checked out the AR Feroce, stay tuned and watch this video and learn about this amazing trumpet. Hey everybody, it's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for watching this video and being such great supporters of our shop. If you have a second, hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with us. We are so excited to show all of these amazing new additions to the shop, which include this beautiful trumpet. And speaking of, hold on, let me show you this horn. Look at this trumpet, just gorgeous. But even better, I've got it right here. So let me show you the beautiful AR Resonance Feroce. You can see that right there. This trumpet is handmade in Italy. My friend Antonio makes them, and this is a beautiful trumpet. Some very unique features on this trumpet that other makers don't have. First and foremost, I want to show you right off the top is this one-piece lead pipe. And in fact, you can actually see here, this screws in. Now I'm using my 3C top, but with one of Antonio's backbores, because it creates this very seamless transition. And this entire piece is one solid piece, this whole piece right here. So a very consistent taper internally and an incredible energy transfer. Unique shape on the tuning side, right? We've got a very unique shape there. And then we have this very unique bend. Of course, I want to show you this as well. These might not show up as well as you have these valves, which are the MAW valves, and I'll take one out so you can see it. The MAW piston is also just wonderful, and that design, which you've seen probably a few other videos, and I'll link a couple up here. This design feels great. Now I had a horn, a DQ cornet in my own collection that had the MAW block, but personally I didn't really feel like a huge difference on that block. And one of my friends in the industry who makes trumpets, Lee McKinney at Eclipse, we were talking about this a couple days ago, about the fact that this block, which is a Meinlschmidt block with that MAW setup, is dramatically different in terms of the way it plays than that other setup. I don't know why that's the case, but it really is, it's an amazing feel with these valves. So all of the clips that you're going to hear are unedited and raw audio. I'm not going to do any sweetening of the audio. I'm just playing into my ribbon microphone. So let me just show you some stuff with some chromatics so you can hear how beautifully the transitions between notes are. Operator error is free of charge on this video. But it has this like shimmering thing. I think a lot of people think of these trumpets as being heavy, dark, tubby trumpets, but this trumpet, the Feroce, is the furthest thing from that. This is, for me, I had an Estrema in the shop, and it was beautiful trumpet, but had a big bell, and it was a lot of bronze, and it was a little bit hard for me to personally play it the way I wanted to play it. This one, smack dab right in the middle. It is so wonderful. So let me play a few classical things on it now. Again, I'm going to switch the mic, and I'm using a 3C on this. I'll show you a little bit about other mouthpiece options in just a second. Again, the operator error is part of the course for today. It's Sunday, so but very clean, very agile. Check out the slurs on this horn. So it just flies around with very little work and effort, and it's a pretty astounding trumpet. So you say, well, wait a second, I want to play my own mouthpiece on this horn. Antonio's done a really beautiful thing on this horn that makes complete sense. So if I just unscrew this, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to unscrew it. It doesn't take too long to unscrew, which is great. For instance, the Adams 8, also a great design. Takes a lot more time to unscrew, maybe about 40 seconds. That took maybe 8 seconds. So say I want to play another mouthpiece. In this case, it's my ACB MV3M. He's made these threaded inserts. Let me see if I can actually zoom this in so you can see this. So he's made these threaded inserts to put in so you could use your own mouthpiece. And the cool thing about these inserts is that, and I'll show you this as well before I put it in, this has a gap setting to it. So let's see if I can focus that. It has a gap setting on there. So you can see that there's a little bit of brass after the silver mouthpiece, and I'm using a silver mouthpiece to demonstrate that. This is a number 3 sleeve, and that correlates to the millimeters in the gap. And then this one, which I'm going to try to get that to focus. See how much bigger that gap is? This is a 6.5. So you can really dial in the resistance spectrum that you want, which also allows, to play things like, check this out, I'm going to play a ballad on this horn with my FX mouthpiece, which is a nice deep mouthpiece. Again, screwing it in takes no time. Switch the mic. And if I just want to unscrew that again, put in the other mouthpiece that has that sort of integrated nature to it because this backbore integrates, and this has a gap setting as well. It's for him it's a 2, which is 2 millimeters gap. There you go. And you say, why make such a big fuss about gap? Just remember that for every 1,000th of an inch it's off here, the end gap, that which means the end gap between the end of your mouthpiece and the beginning of the mouthpiece receiver, lead pipe I should say, sorry. For every 1,000th it's off here, it's 20 thousandths in the way it plays. So say your mouthpiece gap, say you got a mouthpiece and it was buffed down and it's no longer supposed to be a point like a spec. Ours are made to be 0.385, but you know, we just chose Bach as a nice solid spec. A couple other makers do that as well. But say you get a Bach mouthpiece, for instance, and it's 0.378 and it's 7 thousandths off. Well, it's not 7 thousandths in the way it plays. It's 140 thousandths in the actual total difference. So it's quite huge. Let me play some bebop on this thing. It's so much fun. So you're saying, okay, what's the price? This one is actually a trade deal with one of our customers, and until the trade goes through with the custom horns he's trading for this, it's not for sale. But you can always email us at info@austinCustomBrass.com. I'll actually put that up here so you can see it. You can always email us there at info@austinCustomBrass.com to inquire about this horn. There are other dealers in the United States, so we'll probably not be opening as a dealer, even though I love this trumpet, because there's a couple dealers pretty close to us, and I don't want to take business away from them. Again, thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks, Antonio, for such a beautiful trumpet. It's so much fun to play, and I hope to play a little bit more, perks of the job, of course. If you have a second, hit that subscribe button. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching these videos. And if there's anything you want us to do in terms of a future mini lesson or another video suggestion, just pop them in the comments here on YouTube or Instagram, or Facebook, wherever you might be watching. Take care, everybody. Thanks. Have an awesome day, and keep staying safe. Staying safe. Cheers.